with head coach Jack Owens after the Red Hawks defeated Central Michigan and Northern last week on the road, and then lost a tough one to Kent State on Saturday, but getting ready to head back out to Bowling Green and Akron this week. Coach, will let you make some opening comments, and then we'll open it up for some questions.
Yes, I thought overall we had a good week. We stubbed our toe our last outing with Kent State in regards to how we were playing. I thought, if you go back even the Saturday prior to when we played Northern, I thought we played good basketball on the road. Then we went to Central, and then we went to Western. Obviously was able to win those games and thought the guys competed and played at a high level. And the last game we played in regards to Western was just, we had to dig deep. They give them credit. They played extremely well, and we were able to find a way to get that win. And then just past Saturday, we just didn't, have the same pop in regards to how we've been able to score the basketball. It was a struggle to score. With that being said, we had a chance in the second half to put ourselves in a position where we just didn't execute the way we needed to be to make that game even closer.
Jack, what's it say about your team that you were able to pull out those wins on the road? 3 straight road wins in the MAC is impressive. What do you attribute your ability to pull those wins out to? And I hate ending sentences with prepositions, so sorry about that.
Sorry, that's okay. You know what? I think our togetherness and the guys' focus. We hit a tough patch before we went on that stretch of 3 games on the road and were able to cash in and get those victories. I thought the guys just competed, and their focus and their togetherness was on point. You have a group of guys who, they want to win. And if it's home, away, at this point, it doesn't matter. We just got to have that same focus and attention to detail to find a way to get wins in this league. And every win is difficult, home, away, it doesn't matter. We just got to have that same focus, that same energy and drive to find a way to close out games. And the last game that we played on the road at Western Michigan, that was a hard-fought game. And, it was a quick turnaround because of how, we played Tuesday at 5, then you come back and you play at noon. I was just proud of the guys, the way they dug deep and found the way to come up with plays to get that win. And that's what we're going to have this week as well as we go on to play BG and Akron later in the week.
That Western win, you were able to clinch a spot in the 18 MAC tournament. Obviously, MAC tournament looks a little bit different this year. Talk about what it feels like to be able to know with this last week left of regular season that you are advancing to the conference tournament.
Yeah, it's great, and our focus is finishing strong our conference race. But it is a good feeling to know that you're in the conference tournament, and give credit to our guys. With everything that's going on this year, if you're one of the 8 teams that's going to Cleveland, you're putting yourself in position to go to the NCAA tournament, and that's our main goal is to get to the NCAA tournament. And we're giving ourselves a chance by obviously finishing the top 8. This is obviously something new as well in regards to everyone is not making the conference tournament. So to be one of the top 8 teams is definitely something that we set out to accomplish this year, and just happy for the guys that we're going to have that opportunity. But before that, we obviously have to finish these 2 road games before we get there.
As challenging as this schedule has been, Coach, with 8 of 10 on the road and you're finishing on the road, I know that you've changed your practice schedule a little bit to give guys as much rest as possible. But how huge is it knowing that after that Akron game, you got at least 5 good days to get rest before that tournament begins in Cleveland?
It's huge. It's huge. It's definitely something that we had to adjust in regards to my staff and our players. When you play that many games in a short period of time, you just want to be able to have the energy for the game. You want to be on point. So, obviously we can't win the game in practice, but you can prepare yourself for the games in practice. But I want the guys to have the most energy or life that they can for the game. So we did adjust things this weekend in regards to our practice, just so we'd be ready to go on Tuesday, because that's very important for us to get off to a good start and just play the way we're capable of playing and want to be playing our best basketball heading into the conference tournament next week.
Does playing that many games in that short amount of time help you prepare for the tournament where if you advance, you'd be playing a compressed schedule?
I think it does. We've talked about that. I think it's definitely going to help us, in the long run. I truly believe it's going to help us for when we get to Cleveland, when you gotta win to advance, and our guys are going to be accustomed to that, because when you go and you play Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, all in a week, you are playing different styles. The beauty of it is you're just eliminating the travel. You're going to be able to be at one location and be able to play. So I definitely think it's going to help us, going through it. You might think otherwise, but I know our guys are going to be up for it. This is something that we worked extremely hard for. They made the necessary sacrifices in regards to the COVID protocols to have this opportunity, and I know they're looking forward to it. But my focus hasn't been on the MAC tournament just yet, because we have two huge games this week against two really good teams, and we want to finish our conference race on a high note.
Looking ahead to Tuesday's game against the Falcons, this is a team that you had a really good outing against in mid-January, 96-77 win. What are you looking for in tomorrow night's matchup?
Man, I just know it's going to be a hard-fought game. You're going to have two teams. I think we match up well against each other. We obviously were able to win earlier in the year. They're playing, a lot better. They're playing a little different in regards to how they're playing and the way they're playing. They're pressing a little bit more. They're getting out and running. They're pitching the ball ahead and playing in transition. So this is going to be a great game. I don't think anything else with these last two games we have is definitely going to prepare us for next week. But this is going to be a hard-fought game with two good teams just going to be battling it out tomorrow night.
Delonte went out with an ankle injury in the game the other day, came back in, obviously. How is he doing?
You said Delonte?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. I think he's okay. He was able to get treatment yesterday, get in the cold tub and do those things to get himself ready for today and tomorrow. I think he's just a little banged up, like a lot of our guys at this time of year. But it's March. This is an exciting time to be playing meaningful games. And our guys are, they're going to be up for it. You're going to deal with bumps, bruises, tired, but you got to find a way to dig deep and be able to play in these kind of games. And this is what you look forward to. You want to play against some of the best teams in the league, and obviously put yourself in the best position you can from a seed standpoint for the conference tournament. But this time of year, this is a great time. March is the time you want to be playing meaningful games, and we definitely have some games this week, and looking forward to the conference tournament when we get there.
Any final questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, Mike Smith, MAC reporter online. I wondered, Day-Day's been struggling a bit lately. Is it anything going on there, like just different defenses? Is he healthy? Any particular things that are factors here over the last, say, week or so?
Yeah, Day-Day's a good player. I have no worries or concerns about him bouncing out and playing at a high level. Man, last week was tough on everyone. He's a jump shooter, and you play that many games in a row. I expect him to come out and play well. And if his shot's not falling, he can find other ways to help us win games. But I expect Day-Day to bounce back. He's a good player. He's at the. He's one of the guys that people are going to target and do things. But I mean, it's been that way all year. It's just that the ball hasn't gone in the way we know it's going to go in for Day. And I'm just looking for him to bounce back. And, with a player of his caliber, when he's due, he's due. And I'm looking forward to getting, watching him cash in here this week.
One more thing related to that a little bit, looking at, when he's scoring or, all the time, actually, he doesn't shoot that many free throws. Is there any particular reason that comes about? Usually somebody that's a scorer, they're at least hitting it sometimes.
Yeah, I wish, I hope he can get there more often than not, because he's what, shooting 90% in league play or 91%. He's a guy that you want to get to the foul line because he can make those free throws. But he's a guy, I think he drives as much as any guard in our league. He also shoots his pull up. He uses. He's a 3-level scorer. Day can catch and shoot. He can get to the mid-range. He can get all the way to the rim. But he is a guy that we hope will be able to get to the foul line more often, because he's capable of making free throws in any situation. But he is an excellent free throw shooter as well.